Well, that's ridiculous. Welcome back. I replayed it, and then I thought we would easily lose, but then we got catapults. When we activated the Archive or whatever fight, we got catapults, and I just smashed them. And I totally forgot to press record, so here we are. We've done it! And the evil guy, he disappeared. And we were just talking to this dude when I realized there is no red bar walking on the second monitor. The recording's not going. So he was just talking about how some of his men almost revolted when he made a young boy a legate, but we legate when you were properly addressed. It's with an E at the end, I believe. We did it. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to shine. I have only done what was necessary in the defense of the Republic.
It is a duty any good Roman would take upon himself, but not one most would be able to fulfill so well.
I will serve Rome again if the necessity arises.
It's a great shame that Mithridates escaped our grasp.
His defeat was so resounding. It is unlikely we will hear from him again. You should be grateful we got you out of trouble, Marcus.
We shall discuss that later.
On the other side of the coin, we can prove that Vitellius Scaevola was working with the enemy. Justice for your father is finally within our grasp.
Who will govern Asia Minor now?
I will resume my position as propraetor of the province. I knew Zenobia's late husband, Maro, quite well. We were on good terms, and I expect this relationship to carry on with his wife. It was good of you to bring Maro's murderer to justice. I am certain Zenobia and I will quickly restore the prosperity to our fair province.
What will happen with Slovakia?
Word is that a growing army of freed Serwi are rampaging across the countryside, menacing the citizens of that region.
Apparently, the Praetor Marcus Licinius Crassus has offered to raise and equip an army to deal with the problem.
Will I remain in command of Victrix after the war?
Sadly not. The Legion must be disbanded before we cross the river Rubicon. We will talk more when we reach its banks.
Of course, the Legionari will always remember your excellent leadership. If you should ever need to muster a legion again, I'm certain most would sign up to serve you again.
I'm not sure if you've delved or dived into history of the Roman Republic or ancient Rome, because Caesar was one that crossed the Rubicon with a legion, which is forbidden, as he just explained. No military commander may march into the city with an army at his tail. Caesar did. Anyway, let us send word to Rome of our imminent return.
It will be good to return to civilization after these long months abroad.
It has been a great honor to serve under you all.
You have served with distinction, Orestes. I regret that I could not see the war through as your commander.
Come, let us return to our camp and begin to organize our journey back. We will have plenty of time to talk on the way.
Very good. Unspent skill points. Yeah, health of the Praetorians. Yeah, we've seen that problem.
And here we are. It warms your heart, doesn't it? No matter what manner of wonders you witness. There's nothing like home.
Nothing rivals the beauty of Rome, indeed. It is good to be back.
It is what separates us from the barbarians. We are warriors, and we fight to preserve our home. We fight so others won't have to.
That is why we will always win.
Causes are easy to find. It is what you're fighting for that matters. You are fighting for your family and your home. That makes you a virtuous man. All right, victorious commander. Announce your arrival to the Quaestor, and allow us to disband now.
We've done it. The Rubicon. Rome. Let's talk to our people.
I have wanted to come to Rome for so long. I am almost nervous now.
It's a splendid sight. I'm sure you'll love it. There's no place like Rome in the whole world.
That is what everyone says. Now I get to see it for myself. I'll let you know if I agree. You are happy to be home?
I'm happy I'll get to see my family again. They are what makes the city my home.
They will be quite happy to see you again, I bet. I have no place to stay, of course. I can stay in your home, maybe. Just for now.
I'll be happy to let you stay at my villa for as long as you wish.
That is generous. Thank you. I will try to find a place for myself, but it is good to know there is no rush.
Are you planning to stay in Rome in the long term?
We will see. Maybe I will hate it. Then I will have to go and find someplace else to be. But I think I will want to stay. If I can find place to live.
You might draw a lot of attention in Rome.
You think it will be bad? Maybe you can help me buy nice Roman stola. Then I will fit in. Right?
I'm sure we can make you fit in with a little work.
We will go shopping. It will be fun.
Rome loves gladiators. You could make a good living in the arena.
Why would I want to keep fighting when I don't have to? Fighting is a necessity of life. It is not sport. I did not come to Rome to keep fighting.
Alright. Let's spend our skill points. 000 Princeps. Ah. Force an enemy to attack. 50% damage when health is less. No, let's taunt. And Sagittarius. Let's go with accuracy. And vigilant. Vigilant. 1, 2 Sagittarius. Triarius. Maybe we should get another Triarius. But now I discovered that everyone can resurrect. If they don't have a second weapon equipped, they can resurrect. So that's awesome.
Hey.
You look a bit weird.
Oh, thanks. Just what every girl hopes to hear. I don't want to return. I don't even know where to go. This is the first time I'm back home.
You're always welcome to stay with me in our villa if you need a place.
I appreciate that, but I'd better not. I don't want to depend on someone else. I've seen how badly that can turn out. But I appreciate the offer, really.
Maybe I can help you get your own home back then?
Doubtful. But I'll keep it in mind.
Aren't you glad we're back?
Not really. I like it better out there.
Sweaty tents you share with 7 others. Makeshift bathing facilities. Having to shit in a hole within dirt. What's not to love?
All right. It's just, in there I have to be someone else. Out here, I'm just Julius Calidus. I like being Julius Calidus. Never mind.
How did you like Asia?
Good weather, nice food. What's not to like? And you've got what you wanted too.
Came at the cost of many Roman lives.
Romans are born to serve the Republic, and to die for her if necessary.
Vale.
What is it, Legate?
You seem discontent, Gladiator.
It is an action that bothers me. Idleness corrodes the warrior's mind.
You used to be a gladiator, right? Perhaps you can visit the arena and find someone to fight.
That is an excellent idea. No wonder you are the legatus.
So what will you do now? Is there someone waiting for you?
There was, but not in Rome. I had a sister once, although sometimes I question my own sanity. Did she truly exist, or did I merely dream of her?
Aristocles teaches us that one may never truly know. We live chained inside a cave, staring at the shadows on a wall.
None can chain Bestia Tabat anymore. I will find out where my sister is.
How did you come to be separated?
We were both sold as children. She fetched a higher price than I, for she was better in every way than I was. I do not know what became of her.
Perhaps we can find her together after my work at the Senate is done.
I shall consider your offer.
We shall help you find your sister, Bestia. Failing that, we shall prove her existence or the lack thereof.
What do you think about the campaign?
You are a capable commander. Mercy is your weakness. Your enemies exist as long as they survive.
In some situations you need an enemy alive to achieve a greater victory.
Can't think of any situation like you mentioned.
Take care of yourself, Bestia.
Welcome home, Domine.
Are you happy to be back?
More than happy. Although it was nice to be back in my homeland once again, I find it quite impossible to not miss Rome. All I need now is a change of clothes and a day trip to the library.
I'll see to it that you get whatever you need, old friend.
Much appreciated. It was good to be back in action, but now my old bones are in dire need of some rest.
What's the first thing you want to do?
To see your mother. I'm sure she's anxious to know we've arrived.
It's a good idea indeed. Do it discreetly though, and let me know if Mother is doing well.
I shall be cautious like a lizard. None shall be aware of my presence.
All in all, this campaign went well, I'd say.
It appears we have everything we need against Vitellius Scaevola. But keep in mind, appearances can be deceiving.
I'll try to keep that in mind.
I know you will.
I'll see you later.
Legate?
Are you feeling well?
I always get this weird feeling when I'm back. Like I've left something of mine behind out there.
Did you forget to pack something?
I have everything I need right here. Yet it feels like I could have accomplished more. Oh well, I guess wine will clear my head.
So this is it then. What will you do now?
You know what? For once, I'll do nothing. Nothing at all. And it will be glorious.
You deserve to rest, my friend. I wish I could take a break as well.
You worry too much. Loosen up. We're back home. We both earned the right to have some fun.
We did all right. We did all right back in the east, huh?
Couldn't be better. We have conquered Asia, and you have all the evidence you need to put that traitorous Vitellius Scaevola behind bars.
I'll see you later.
Away, Lucullus, and his victorious legion. Welcome home.
Salve, Vitus. It is good to be home again. I'm looking forward to a nice bath and a flask of good Carthaginian wine. Maybe two.
May I humbly recommend Vipsanius Marcellus' new batch? People say it's heavenly.
Ah, your recommendations never fail to impress. Do address the legatus, though. This victory was of his doing more than mine.
My apologies, Legate. I neither know nor recognize you.
The consul overstates my... The consul overstates my contribution. What I did for Rome, not for recognition.
Nonsense. It is high praise from the consul. Now, let us conclude our business. The consul seems to attribute the success of this campaign to you, Legate. Thus it is your duty to formally disband the Legion and relinquish your weapons. beyond this river lies the Pomerium, and not even a victorious imperator can cross it bearing arms.
I do understand. We will, of course, obey the rules. I mean, we don't have a choice, right?
Our laws are what separates us from animals. You have given up your command, but you have retained your virtue. You can always get your command back when Rome needs you again.
You've taught me much, Patrone. I owe you everything.
Ah, you overstate my influence. It is easy to make a sharp sword out of good steel. The River Rubicon marks the sacred line where you stop being a warrior. It is time you learn how you may conquer a more civilized battleground. We shall meet at my villa in 2 nights. There are people I want you to meet prior to the Senate hearing. We must get your villa back somehow. Do not worry about your favorite gladius. Your war gear will be kept safely in my summer villa outside the city.
Damn, we've done it. We've returned to Rome, heart of civilization.
I hope you are hungry, Domine. Lucullus is known for his lavish feasts. Do not eat anything until I've tasted it first. I wouldn't put it past the Vitellius brothers to poison this entire party just to get you and Lucullus.
What are we doing here? Shouldn't we prepare ourselves for the Senate hearing?
I am sure Dominus Lucullus has a reason and a plan. I would play along. My personal mission tonight is to taste each and every single dish. You may have to roll me home.
Who's in attendance tonight?
I see that Tullius Cicero and Porcius Cato are both here tonight. They are highly esteemed senators of the Optimatus faction.
What? Cicero and Cato? What? Cicero and Cato? Oh, Optimaten. Oh, the famous advocate Cicero.
The very same. He is an orator of unmatched skill. He was trained in Greece, you know.
I wish I had some kind of weapon on me.
To what end? A blade would not help against poison.
Alright, I'm going. Oh, wish me luck.
May Fortuna smile on you, Domine. I'll be here if you need me.
Right on time. Just like a proper legatus. Welcome, son. After this long and arduous campaign, a feast is all you need.
I'd rather get my villa back and have a feast there.
All in due time. All in due time. Now, divert your attention to our guests. This is more important than you think.
Shouldn't we be preparing for the Senate?
We should, and we are. This is our preparation. The guests in this party were not randomly chosen. Our success largely depends on your conduct tonight.
Who are these people?
Well, you know Marcus Minucius Thermus. He's still thankful for your timely assistance and the saving of his life. You probably remember Marcus Aurelius Cotta as well. He seems to have brought his siblings, Lucius and Aurelia Cotta. The gentleman in the corner is Marcus Tullius Cicero. Making his acquaintance should prove to be very useful for you. I plan for him to become your advocate tomorrow. Last but not least, I've also invited Marcus Porcius Cato, who may or may not represent you as well. You see why it was important for you to be here.
Anything specific I should do?
I think not. Just be your charming self and try to win them over. And please relax. You have defeated an army of rebel pirates. This is a simple dinner party.
Well, at least I could stab the pirates into death.
Please, try to refrain from stabbing my guests.
Alright, I will go and mingle.
Be sure to join us at the table before you leave. I'd like to introduce you to Cato myself. And smile. And do not walk like you have just swallowed a measuring pole.
Food. Did you know that in the prime time of Roman, feasting, Roman decadence, They threw up between courses on purpose so they could fit more food into them. Yeah. That's the pinnacle of decadence. To eat more is constantly throwing up. Very, yeah, tasty. Okay, I'm sorry. As a statue, which one is that? That's not Jupiter, is it? No, that's a human. I believe so. No. Not sure. Let's talk to Marcus Marcus Minucius Termos.
Ah, it's good to see you again. Have some wine.
You look well, Termos. Have you recovered yet?
My leg still hurts every now and then, and all this rain isn't helping. That is nothing compared to what could have been. You have my eternal gratitude.
By the way, you might not realize, but apparently this game has many storylines that can go in completely different directions depending on our choices. So I have no idea. The ending might change, the characters that live might change, the enemies might change. Apparently this game has consequences, a lot of them. It was the least I could do to save a commanding officer. There's still a lot I can learn from you.
Much appreciated. But I am eager to return to my propraetorship in Asia. With any luck, Rome will never have need of me again.
Do you have any opinions on my impending Senate hearing?
It is pretty much out of my hands. I'd follow your Patronus's lead. Lucullus is a smart man who usually has a few backup plans. I understand you have all the evidence you need to expose Vitellius Scaevola. It's a strong position. Nevertheless, I would advise caution. Vitellius Scaevola, and especially his brother Lurco, are ruthless and cunning. Expect the unexpected.
Do you know all of these people?
Only those who matter. Be careful around Cotta. He's still reeling somewhat from the damage that was done to his pride.
I wonder... I told you about Caesar. I mean, apparently he fell. But we don't know for sure. Maybe he was a prisoner of war. But maybe we have to become the new Caesar. And maybe Caesar's story is our story. Maybe that's where this game is going. It's going to make us the next Imperator. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway. His pride, we saved his life.
To a man like Cotta, an honorable death would have been preferable to a humiliating near miss.
I'll leave you to your wine, my friend.
Look, that young man there. I think that's him.
Really? He looks barely old enough to wipe his own arse, let alone command a legion.
If Lucullus says he won the war, then I have no choice but to believe it.
Does her husband know?
Of course, but he doesn't care. They haven't fucked in years. He's got his own women on the side.
There's a collision system. What is that? There's a bit of clipping here, but it's acceptable. Marcus Tullius Cicero. Oh, Cicero himself.
Salve. I've heard a lot about you. I am Marcus Tullius Cicero.
I've heard a little about you as well.
Is that so? Few people beyond the political circles would know of me. My reputation depends largely on who's talking.
Man's actions are absolute. It doesn't matter what others say about them.
Yet, our reputations are built on how others speak of our actions, not on the actions themselves.
Oh, not only philosopher, but pragmatist as well. So, what do you do, Cicero?
I'm an advocate. I defend those whom others seek to incriminate. But I'm sure a career soldier such as you would find the topic rather boring.
War is not a career to me. On the contrary, it is a role I have been cast into against my wishes.
Then perhaps we have that in common. I myself abhor violence, although I recognize its necessity in some situations.
Are these all friends of Lucullus?
That depends what you mean by friend. Your Patronus, Lucullus, is a consul. Many people would claim to be his friend. There's a difference between knowing someone and merely knowing someone's name, though. Are we friends?
I would like to be.
Our republic is in great turmoil. We should all aim to gather around us as many friends as possible.
Vale, Cicero. And Marcus Porcius Cato, Audio.
That is absolutely unnecessary. I'd spend it all on farmlands. People need their food.
Indeed they do. But what good is food if it's obtained by illegitimate means? What do you think about it, Legate?
I seem to have walked into an ambush. Clearly my scouts have failed.
Fortunately, I know you are good at handling ambushes.
Spoils of war, unaccounted for and untaxed. Should they be used for development to feed the people of Rome? A simple question.
It depends on the situation. If the people are starving, sure, but we should also punish the person who committed a crime.
A fairly strong answer, I'd say. No matter how much you try to legislate, the situation at hand will defy your expectations.
Meet Senators Marcus Porcius Cato and Marcus Tullius Cicero, who will be acting as your attorney tomorrow. At least I hope so.
Unfortunately, things have developed differently, my friend. I've decided to represent Tiberius Vitellius Scaevola instead.
What? Oh my goodness. No. That's interesting. Why are you here then? Aren't we your enemies?
Enemies? Most certainly not. I am an advocate. I just represent my client in a specific matter.
Certainly an interesting turn of events. But I've heard you talking disfavorably about the Vitellius brothers before. How do you justify defending them?
What I justify hardly matters. I seek to represent them to the best of my ability, so justice can be served.
If that's what the system requires, I guess it makes sense.
Precisely. The rules exist for a reason. One must understand the reasons to challenge them.
Rules should never invalidate the reasons for their existence. Morality is beyond law. Legate, what guidelines did you follow when you had to decide the fate of that Triarchus? Why did you let him live?
There was no evidence to prove his guilt. I will not take a man's life on a mere suspicion.
Our feelings often point towards the moral path. I wonder, exactly how utilitarian are you in your thinking? I heard you had the opportunity to bribe a hired guard protecting a spy.
Stop interrogating the man, Cato. Not everyone must adhere to your high standards.
It's all right, Cicero. I did have that option.
Yet you did not take it.
Loyalty bought with denarii is worthless.
A point well taken.
Depends on the denarii, I suppose. Well, gentlemen, this discussion has become too hypothetical for my tastes. I bid you a good day.
Wale, Cicero. See you tomorrow.
One final question, before I retire as well.
You and your questions, Cato.
I believe if you wanted, you could enter the Pomerium fully armed. Why didn't you?
The rule is as old as Rome itself. Disobeying it would be to disrespect our society.
Indeed. In betraying Rome, you would betray yourself. This has been an interesting conversation, gentlemen. I thank you for it. But now, with your permission, I shall leave. Welate.
Wale, Cato.
But there's still Marcus Aurelius Cotta.
Is Pompeius Magnus not coming tonight?
He's in Hispania, I believe.
Shit. Oh, I thought this was my chance to win his patronage.
Damn. Pontius Magnus. hang on. How will we become Caesar? His like, or will he return? The questions that need to be answered. A fanboy for ancient Rome. Marcus Aurelius.
Of course. The savior of the legions, Lucullus Wonder Kid. I knew you would be here.
And your powers of divination truly have no equal.
Don't give me that infuriating smirk. Slither off and gloat somewhere else, will you?
Excuse my brother's ill mood, Legate. This new Carthaginian wine doesn't agree with him, if you know what I mean. I am Lucius Aurelius Cotta. This is our sister, Aurelia. We're glad to make your acquaintance. We were just talking about you anyway.
Of course we were.
You were speaking of me in good terms, I hope.
We were discussing how you saved my brother's life and became the hero of the Asia campaign.
I can't really take full credit there. Licinius Lucullus was my guide and mentor. I was simply at the right place at the right time.
But you can take full credit for letting my son die? Or was he simply at the wrong place at the wrong time?
Forgive my foolishness. You are Gaius' mother, aren't you? What? I helped him with something. His death pains me, but there was nothing I could do.
I apologize, Legate. They told me you had become close despite how briefly you knew each other.
Show Aurelia Caesar's broken sword. I brought this home after your son died. It's the blade of his sword.
Oh, it's broken. This sword was my father's. It was called Croquet Morse. You were friends with him, weren't you? However briefly. Why don't you keep it? I think I still have the old schematics for it. I'll have a servant bring them to your villa tomorrow.
You seem confrontational, Marcus. Did I do something to draw your ire?
Other than saving his life?
Lucius!
Oh, please, let him talk, Aurelia. Let everyone witness the failure of Marcus Aurelius Cotta. The man who got himself captured and let his nephew die. The consul who had to be saved by a homeless runt.
To speak frankly, I think none of this is your fault. Saving your life was an honor.
Rest assured, my brother is thankful for that, Legate.
So, how about the weather these days? A bit bleak, isn't it?
Really? Are you so eager to display your shallowness?
I'm interested in heavenly phenomena.
Well, I'm not.
I think I'd better leave. What, Well. Let's enjoy the moment. And we're going to end the episode anyway, since I have to go now, so stay tuned for another episode in Week and Cicero. Oh, he's gone already. What? Oh, that's not good. Oh dear. Oh dear. Maybe we should have taken weapons with us. Anyway, see you.